Welcome to this lesson. In this lesson, we are going to be learning about encapsulation in Java. And encapsulation is a process of making sure that sensitive data remains hidden from users or from other classes, but only accessible through other methods such as the getters and setters. To achieve these, we declare class variables or attributes as private and provide public get and set methods to access and update the values of the private variables. The get and set methods are normally referred to as getters and setters. So in the previous lesson, we learned about private variables and that they can only be accessed within the same class and that an outside class has no access to them. However, it is possible to access them if we provide public get and set methods, and we are going to be learning about that in this lesson. The get method returns the value of the variable, while the set method sets the value. The syntax for both is that they start with either the get or set word followed by the name of the variable with the first letter in uppercase. So let's have an example. So in our class, we have the vehicle class and the car class. So we are going to be creating, we're going to define some variables or some attributes for the vehicle, and one of the attributes that we're going to define as a private variable is the brand. So we're going to have private string brand. We can have another one, private string manufacturer. Private string manufacturer. We can even have another one, year of manufacture, but let's first deal with the two. So as we have said, with encapsulation, what you do is that you declare the attributes as private and provide public get and set methods. So we are going to define a get and set method for the brand attribute, and so that's going to be public string get brand. As you can see, the method, the syntax of writing the method is that it starts with the get word followed by the name of the attribute and starting with a capital letter or an uppercase letter. So in this case, what we do for public string get brand, we return the value of the brand. Return brand. So for the setter method, we're going to have public void set brand. It takes a parameter for the value, for the new value for which we want to set, and obviously it's going to be a string because our variable attribute is a string. String new brand, let's say string new brand, and therefore in this case we say that this as we said earlier refers to the current object which we are accessing. So this dot brand equals to new brand, meaning that the brand attribute is going to be assigned a value which is going to be supplied in the parameters or arguments. So in this way, we have been able to define a getter and a setter method for the attribute brand. We can go ahead and define a getter and a setter method for the attribute manufacturer. Public string get manufacturer, return manufacturer. Return manufacturer. Let's have a setter method. Public void set manufacturer. So we're going to say this dot manufacturer equals to it has to take a string manufacturer. String, you can say new manufacturer equals to new manufacturer. So we have now set provided the getter and setter methods for the two attributes. And one thing that I would like you to note is that for the get methods, they do have a return value, and therefore we are returning the value of the attribute. They do have a return type, but for the setter methods, their return type is void because we are only setting the values. So what this means is that we cannot be able to access directly the attributes brand and manufacturer And the only way we can be able to access them is through the get and setter method. Why is this so? This is so because the values of the attributes are private, but the getter and setter methods are public. So let's come to the car class and define an object and try to set the values. So we are going to define an object of the type car. So car1 equals to new car, syntax for creating an object, equals to new car. And we say car1. For instance, we try to say car1.brand. You realize that we have an error, and that is because we cannot directly access that attribute because it's already private. However, we can set its value. For instance, car1.setBrand. We have that method. We do have that method, so the brand we can say it's Ford. And then we can say car1 dot set manufacturer. Set manufacturer. So the new manufacturer is Ford LLC. And in that way we have set, or we have provided values for our attributes. How then do we get them? How we get them is in this way. Let's get them in terms of while we are printing it out. System.out.println. So we're going to say car1 dot get brand. So it's supposed to print out for us the brand name, println car1 dot manufacturer. No, get manufacturer. We cannot be able to access get manufacturer, so we can say concatenate just for clarity. Brand manufacturer. So let's run our program and find out what the output will be. So we do have some output, and tell us the brand is Ford and the manufacturer is Ford LLC. And the key takeaways from this lesson about encapsulation is that for you to achieve encapsulation, you provide private attributes and supply for them public getter and setter methods. And when you try to access the attributes, you cannot be able to do that because they are private. The advantage of doing this is that it allows you to have the needed security for your data, in that you can set what variables and attributes can be accessed by outside classes, and as well you have better control of class attributes and methods. As well, you can also, the class attributes can be made read only if only you choose to use the get method, or write only if you choose to just use the set method. Also, as a programmer, you can be able to change one part of the code without affecting the other parts. Something else that I would like to remind you is that the get method returns a value, and that's the value of the variable or the attribute, and the set method takes a parameter, which is the new value of that attribute that is going to be assigned. So thank you for staying on course. Keep learning. Enjoy. See you in the next lesson.